Maybe I'll put the heat on while I get you some fresh snacks. Okay. we go. Meds. Time for meds. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. We need something taller. Alright, how are you this morning? Do your drops first. Find the edge of the blanket. There we go. Good morning. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Such a good girl. So brave. Let's see. So brave. Alright, 10 o'clock. Good job. Can you tilt back for me so that I go back in here? There. Perfect. Oh, such a good girl. Okay. Alright, let's see. There she is. There she is. Such a good girl, man. Such a good night last night. Do you still like treats? We need to work our way up to bed again. Such a good girl. You're such a good girl. We try again later with the treats. I know you like your treats. So, I just got back from Mountain View with Cassidy. We had an exam and our phone call with Dr. Marcella Little, and Dr. Ferguson took some measurements, and he does seem to be showing some response to the Botox, which is good. And she was able to get the just like a very, very tiny response from some of his muscles that hadn't really been activating before. So basically what that means is that I have to spend a lot more time doing more physical therapy on him. So I'm a little bit anxious, trying to figure out how to add more hours to the day, since the day is already so packed. But So that's good news, potentially, if it continues. But bad news that I have to spend a lot more time focusing on his physical therapy, with 3 litters of feral kittens coming. So I'm not exactly sure how that works, but so everyone just, hope and pray with everything you have that we have 3 healthy litters of kittens and that moms take care of them, and that because there's no way I can bottle feed on top of Skye's treatment and on top of Cassidy without dropping a ball somewhere. So so that's my current status, is trying to cope. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the stuff that working with the feral cats is not something that you can do without a lot of experience, and the medical stuff is something that you need a lot of experience to do. Same with bottle feeding, really. But so I will see if I can get maybe Gwen to see if she can help out, and we'll just have to wait and see about when the babies come. And Kimsey said she would help with bottle feeding, so that's good. And I think maybe I'm not sure who else might be able to help with the bottle feeding if we have to do that. Hopefully not, but and then it's a matter of if people are available when the meds need to be done. Like I don't know that people are going to be able to come over and do meds at midnight and stuff like that, but we'll figure it out. It's all gonna work out, right? But I definitely want to give Cassidy every possible opportunity, and so and obviously Skye's eyeballs need help, so it's okay right now. Well, I mean, it's tough enough now without 3 more litters of kittens, but it's gonna be interesting. Yes, everyone else has jobs, so it's a little bit challenging to get coverage, but we'll see how it works. And I don't know if Kimsey's can help bottle feed 24 hours a day, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Yes. It's worth it. It's worth it if we can save one of your eyeballs and your kittens. That'll be worth it. And maybe you get to go to a home someday. Wouldn't that be nice? You're being very good right now, very brave. We had big breakthroughs with Skye last night. I was very excited. She accepted treats from my hand multiple times. She was purring. She's not at the full blown purr without abandon phase, but definitely purring. And she also was, we're not done yet. You have to endure me for 11 more minutes. Oh no, don't go, because then I just have to catch you again. We'll do face covers. How's that? Face covers. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, and then she was actually kind of rolling onto her side to let me pet her belly. The video is below the live video, which is cool. So you can see. So she did very well last night. With ferals, though, you establish trust and you have breakthroughs, and then the next time you see them, you kind of have to back up a few steps, and because they don't retain. It's not exactly cumulative. It all helps, but they don't. You can't really pick up right where you left off the night before. You have to kind of start slowly and try to bring them to the same place slowly. So, but it is good. She's been here. That was her 5th day of captivity. So to have that kind of progress in 5 days is pretty good. Still no way to predict what will happen when babies come. She may want nothing to do with me, and then it may be very difficult to actually give her meds. So, but at least we've gotten now, as of today, we'll have a solid week of treatment. They're definitely not getting worse, which is good. She's not feeling super stressed, which is good. Obviously she's still nervous about a lot of things, but and she's still fearful of me in general, but she is enjoying her interactions, which is, I think, the best we could hope for at this stage. So that's good. You're very pretty. So we wait 20 minutes between the serum eye drops and the ointment. She's doing a little bit of purring right now. Some light purring. You do hear tiny purrs. I still think there is a slight chance for her left eye. We just don't know. But she does have a pupil in there, and it does seem to respond to light stimulus, which is good. It's just a question of how much of that scar tissue can we resolve, and I don't know the answer to that question. And I don't know, there's just not a lot of information about cats at this stage when it's progressed this far. There aren't a lot of studies about when she's had a year to a year and a half of chronic herpetic ulcers. What is the prognosis? I don't know. So Dr. Ferguson has reached out to some specialists, and so we're waiting to get the final or some additional information from them, and we'll see. She certainly is coping very well. It's hard to get to accurately assess whether her eyes are improving, because it really depends on the lighting, like the lighting, the angle of the light, the angle of her eyes, all of that stuff. Like I can take 2 pictures the same day and one will look dramatically better than the other just because of the angle. So, oh, she's really purring now. Do you hear the purring? Savina is the first time mommy feral, I think. I suspect she's a first timer. I think she's due first. I think that we will have at least one set of kittens within the next week. We are waiting to hear back from specialists about whether we should repeat the serum. And then, because I can give it through tomorrow and then it will expire. So I'm not sure how that will pan out. Yeah, getting vet. There's not a vet school nearby. There's a vet tech school, maybe an hour away, 45 minutes, an hour away. But I can't bring in a student that unless they have a lot of experience working with feral cats also, because I would be putting them at risk and I would also be putting the cats at risk. So it's really kind of a specialized skill set that does not exist. It's not very broadly in existence, but whoever it is needs to be able to not only read the cues of the feral cat, but evaluate each individual personality and know when to back off and when to, there's a lot of nuance that a tech student might have some of the medical understanding, but I don't know that they would also have the feral experience. So, and I don't have a lot of time to, interview people, and yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin looking for, and I just don't have time to go and try to find retired. Those are all good ideas, but it's just, at this stage, it's faster for me to just do most of it and rely on the people that I know as much as possible. And he's purring again. Because we're talking like, things are going to be challenging from now until babies come, and then things are going to get, or potentially can get exponentially more challenging at that point. So, but we'll figure it out. If it's a matter of, I think that I can probably find bottle feeding help if we have to resort to that. If we have another Cindy Lou Mew situation, that took like all of my time, and Gwen did relief feeding for a couple of days or a couple of nights, which was awesome, but it's still pretty much a full-time gig if you have one of those. So, and I think chances are good that if you look at, we've had now 3 feral litters born here, and 2 of the 3 had abnormal kittens. So I think the likelihood is high that in our next 3 litters we will have at least 1, but who knows. Cassidy is very difficult with anyone other than me. Yes, Bokra does have volunteers with feral experience and bottle feeding. That is true. And Laps does also. Well, Laps has bottle feeding people. I don't know that they have a lot of experience with the feral cats. Plus, what the physical therapy for Cassidy is very specialized and very easy to mess up. So it would take a lot for me to trust someone else to do it properly. Elaborate on the Cindy Lou situation. She had a severe respiratory defect and possibly some brain damage from hypoxia due to her respiratory defect. And so we gave her a chance to kind of grow. If it was a matter of being just a little underdeveloped or just needing a little bit of a boost from bottle feeding, we gave her that chance, and then it became very clear that she just wasn't put together properly and would not be able to survive her defect. So it was similar in some ways to Toothless from Cisco's litter, who just from the beginning it was clear there was something not right about him, and I was hoping that he would again like develop out of it. But sometimes they just, especially with these feral cats, the odds are so stacked against them. They have terrible nutrition, and who knows what all they're exposed to. Plus there's a lot of inbreeding, and so hoping for the best, but I think we should be prepared that we're gonna have at least 1 or 2. I'm hoping that we have lots of moms here, and I'm hoping that like Skye seems like she is low enough stress that I'm hoping she is like a low risk for rejecting babies. I think Savina is a high risk. Neelix, I'm a little nervous about, because I like changed her bedding to get her nest ready for kittens, and I haven't seen her go back in her nest since I did that. So that makes me a little nervous, but it also gives me valuable information about, if I handle her kittens, I'm gonna have to be very careful about it. But it's good to know that she's fairly sensitive about her nest being invaded. Savina, on the other hand, was right back in her nest, and she actually has seemed pretty comfortable in the last week or so. So potentially there may be the same level of risk. Rejecting the kittens isn't the end of the world. It just means that we have to bottle feed them or try to swap them in with another mom. But hopefully we have small litters, like 3 or 4 kittens each, and then if one mom isn't able to cope, then we can sort of pick up the slack with the other moms. It's just if we have a kitten or two that are struggling that it becomes exponentially more challenging. It's different with the feral moms because I can't take a kitten out, bottle feed, and then put a kitten back with mom for 2 hours and then go in 2 hours later and take the kitten out. It's too disruptive. So if I'm going to bottle feed, I have to commit to, doing the whole bottle feeding thing. So it's a pretty delicate situation. I do not think kitten rejection is a permanent decision for the mom. I think actually Cisco, I learned a lot from Cisco because she was very fearful, and what I learned was that if she didn't feel her nest was safe for her, then she wasn't able to go back to the nest to care for her kittens. But once I learned that about her, I was able to put the kittens wherever she decided she felt safe, and then she did an amazing job caring for them. So I think it's if they're so fearful and stressed that they are not able to even approach the nest. I have now experience with Cisco, who wanted to care for her babies but was just frozen in fear, and then when the babies were brought to her, she did fine with them. But again, if you have a sick one that's struggling, or you have to do meds or anything like that, then that those kinds of moms are not gonna, you can't be constantly disturbing them because they won't feel safe enough to be able to care for the babies. So I don't think that it would be a permanent thing. I think there would be ways around it, but in most cases, but I'm sure there are cases where it is permanent, yes. So we'll see. I think least worried, surprisingly, about Skye. I think the worst case scenario with her is if it's too stressful for me to do meds, I may have to give her like a week off of meds. I don't think it would be permanent situation with her, but oh, what a good girl. Thank you. One more. But oh, sorry, I know it's a bit cold and not, there we go. Got it. But I just have to play it by ear. I think at the beginning stages, the priority is that the kittens are being fed and cared for, and I think that her eye treatment, since I'm getting at least a solid week, hopefully a solid 2 weeks of treatment in, I think that we could give up a week of treatment if we absolutely had to. Obviously it wouldn't be ideal, but there are so many, I just have to prioritize and accomplish as much as possible. But you can see it's so complicated, and you have to weigh the situation. Every visit, it's a different calculation based on whatever the current situation is, and so it's really hard to bring someone in who doesn't know the moms and who hasn't had the experience before, because any visit that isn't handled completely properly could have very serious negative repercussions, and so I think it's just better safe than sorry in that regard. I think it's more likely that that when she's having babies, she will become protective and not want me around, but I will hope for the best. I don't know. I don't know if I will broadcast Savina's delivery. I don't know. I may see how things go, and I may record it to post later if everything goes well. I'm just not sure. And it will sort of depend on what's going on with Skye also. Hey, do you want a treat? Do you want a treat because you were, oops, do you want a treat because you were such a good girl? Do you want a treat? Or are you, oh, no, it's time to go now. It's time to go. Where are you gonna go? I have to make your bed. You can't sit in the bed because I have to make it. Oh, she's such a good girl. Look at that. Oh, she's such a good girl. Hey, do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? You want that? It smells good. I know you like it. Do you want it? She's like, no, I want to escape you. Terrifying human person. Are you gonna, alright, don't jump in there. Let's not make it. Because that's, oh gosh. Well, that doesn't help, does it? I'm sorry. The crate slid out of the way. That's embarrassing. I know, here. I know, it's okay. I'm not gonna, here. Try this treat as a token of my appreciation. Here, look, it's down here. You're a good girl. I'll make your bed. Here, look. It's okay. You're a friend. You like it? It's pretty tasty. Hope I'm not looking at you. Let's see if you might not be. Let's see if we can get your bed figured out here. I think this is the back and this is the front, right? No, don't get nervous. I'm just gonna make your bed right next to you. We've done this before. It's okay. I'm gonna take it slow. Take it slow. And then you like this part because I can put this down and you can hide under it. Right? You can hide. There, right. Very cozy. So are you going to eat a treat while we Snippy, or are you trying to? Alright, perfect. This is what holds the ceiling up. And then this is for the camera, Skye cam. And then this goes here to keep the front flap up. Voila. Okay. Oh, it's light coming in. She likes to use Ratty as a pillow. There, now she has a nice spacious interior. So let's see if we can let's just redirect you. Let's just take you and we'll put you in your cozy nest. Should we close that door first? I'm just thinking. Just in case you want to run it. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. Do you want to come on? Do you want a little treat? It's all good. Got some new foods in here. Oh, what a good girl. Alright, come on out. It's okay, come on. I'm just going to steer you to the nest. Oh, she's such a good girl. Oh, good girl. Oh, wide load. She's a wide load. I better go off to the side. Good girl. Okay. What a specimen. What a specimen. Let's see what our Skye cam's looking like. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now, I'm guessing you're not really hungry. Are you will you take this or will you punch me? Do you want this? No, not interested. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. Can I give you a little pet? The good girl. Alright. I have to take ferry back today. So, I'm going to get that going. And I will be back later on.